Hello, everybody. Dave Pressure here with Coffee is for Closers. Got my good friend Wil Davenport here.
Good to see you, Dave.
Nice to see you.
Yep.
And we're gonna have a little chat about his business. Tell us a little bit about yourself, quick background, and all.
My name is Wil Davenport, and I'm going to start off with what's most important to me, and that is my wife, Celeste Davenport. We've been married for 26 years.
Great.
And we have 3 wonderful adult children. Our son Caleb is 23, living up in Brooklyn,
right.
New York, and our daughter Elise, who is a full-time missionary in Costa Rica, and our youngest, Nika, who is a freshman at Berea College in Kentucky.
Wow, fantastic.
And my background, my experience has been in a variety of places. I've worked in the church world for about a decade of my life. I worked at Starbucks, including management in that Starbucks space.
Okay.
I learned so much. They have a program that's called Coffee Masters.
Oh,
and you
wow.
get to learn the process from the bean to the cup in front of you and how they get it there. And
Wow.
so I love that. And that connects to local places as well, local coffee shops.
Right on.
Yeah.
And the name of your business?
It's called It Begins Within, Developing Leaders.
Developing. I love the leadership stuff. I'm telling you, when I was in corporate America, we had a very strategy just around the very thing. It was defined leadership, and you can be a leader at every level in the organization.
Absolutely.
And that's great stuff, because I'm a big fan of it begins with all of us, me included. It starts with me, okay? Everything starts and ends here with me and how I develop myself. So let's get into the 3 questions. Number 1, what is your why? Why do you do what you do?
Absolutely. Back in 2014, I was finishing a job. It didn't end great, to be honest. And I had dealt with some emotional health issues along the way. And actually, I became very depressed, became suicidal.
Wow.
And went into the hospital for a period of time. And in that time, I had this amazing laboratory to learn about myself.
Okay.
I learned about how I ticked. I learned what made me function well and healthy in the world. And I had this counselor along the way who said the temptation is going to be, when you come out of the hospital, to hide this portion of your life. It's embarrassing, right?
Yeah,
Is what we think of.
You're right.
We think that it's embarrassing. And she said, instead, leverage it, use it, make it a part of what drives your success in the future. So that leads into It Begins Within, because everything that I do has a psychological edge to it. I want to help people unlock their potential. And that can't happen, I would argue, unless they deal with what's going on inside of them. It begins within.
Okay,
Right?
fantastic.
And so people are going to learn bread and butter skills that are going to help them in their workplace, nonprofit, whatever organization they're a part of. But it all begins with that self-understanding and recognizing the barriers that keep us from reaching our potential. My why is I want to unlock the potential that people have inside of them.
Fantastic. Look, it's so personal, right? It can. And if you can leverage those personal stories into some true service to others, value, and just making our world better, that's a fantastic business. Number 2, what problem do you solve in your business?
So I think whether it's a business or whether it's a nonprofit, a school, even in communities of faith, everybody has their purpose and mission in it. And there's 2 main categories of things that I focus on, and It Begins Within. One is communication skills, and second is relational skills.
All right.
So there's money left on the table for businesses because they aren't able to cultivate the kind of relationships they need with their customers, with their fellow colleagues, with their vendors, with all those folks. They don't know how to often navigate difficult conversations well, and they don't know how to communicate what is important to their business, organization, etc. And so I want to help them solve the problem of being able to accomplish their mission, accomplish their goals, by eliminating the communication and relational issues that would stop.
That's fantastic. I found in my career, like even when I was at corporate America, people were very much afraid of that conversation.
Yeah.
And that was when it took place, it was the most incredible conversation.
Absolutely.
It opened up some incredible avenues of success for a lot of people. So it's good stuff what you're doing. I like the problem solve. We're gonna move on to number 3. After people work with you and engage with you, what do people walk away with, experiencing? What does it look like so people can really understand?
So the leadership, the folks who bring me in, are going to feel heard. They have felt heard. I don't come in and claim that I have all the solutions to every problem without taking the time to listen and understand their context, their culture, and what's going on in that setting, so they feel heard and understood. Participants in the workshops that I lead, I think one of the biggest differences that they're going to experience is I'm not going to stand up in front of the group as if I am the source of all knowledge. That it's all driven by what I know and what I do. I believe that there's tremendous value in the room. I want to give people the opportunity to connect with each other and learn that knowledge. And they're going to be doing hands-on work so that they can leave, hopefully, the goal and what everything is designed to do with behavioral change.
Well, I think that's good stuff. The world can use more of that,
Thank
Wil.
you. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, listen, I've appreciated your time, and thank you for joining Coffee is for Closers here at Honeybee. So one last question. So if somebody wants to reach out to you and connect, what's that all about? What's the number? What can you shout it out?
Absolutely. So the 2 best ways, give me a call, 865-414-3954, or give me an email. It begins within DL, as in developing leaders, @gmail.com. My website is being built, but those are the 2 best ways to connect with me right now.
Okay. Well, there you go, folks. Make it a great day. And Wil, thanks again.
My
We'll
pleasure.
see you around, buddy.
Okay.
Good stuff. Bye-bye.